Hi lads, this is just a video showing you how to do the bike shelter question from the 2017 development question. It tells us the graphic shows a bike shelter. It tells us draw A, an elevation in the direction of arrow A, B, an end view in the direction of arrow B, and C, the complete surface development of the bicycle shelter. So the first thing we're going to do is look at what view we're going to draw the elevation end view in. So if we look at A, it tells us the elevation is pointing towards the left hand side, so we're going to draw our elevation to the left. B is telling us the position of the end view, and that arrow is pointing towards the right. So we're going to have the elevation on the left and the end view on the right. And then the complete surface development is going to be what does the bike shelter actually look like when it's flattened out on the page. So to start the question, I'm going to draw out the elevation and end view. So the first thing I do is I would draw my XY line for my elevation and end view to fit on. And the next thing I'll do is draw a box to actually fit my views inside. So we're told the length of the elevation is a total of 100 and the height is a total of 80 after adding the 50mm plus the radius 30. And just put a gap in between my elevation and end view. And then the width of my end view is going to be a total of 60. You have two 15s and a 30 as well. Now that I have my box drawn, I can now start focusing on filling in the information for the elevation and end view. For the elevation, the outline is going to be drawn in completely heavy. And where the roof is, there's going to be an overhang where we'll have a line running across here. We need the actual end view first in order to find that line. So the first height in my end view is going to be 50mm. And I take that across and then measure 30 to find the centre of my radius 30 circle. I'm going to draw the circle in lightly first, as I need to find exactly where it's going to stop for the edge of the roof shelter. So I take my 45-degree line out, and I can see it hits the semicircle at this point, and that's the height I'll be taking back across to my elevation. And that's my elevation complete, and now I can draw in heavy the rest of the end view. So the base comes across 15 and that connects to the centre of the semicircle. And the last thing to finish off part A and B is to actually label my views. So I write in my elevation and end view. For the third part, I have to draw the complete surface development of the bike shelter. And you can see with the question, it's basically going to be what does it look like when it's folded out flat. So the way I would approach it is to draw the back of it first, and then fold out the right side out this way, the left side out this side, and then the top of the bike shelter will fold out attaching to the back of it. So I'll start off by drawing the left side first. So taking my widths is the exact same. I have 60 going across, and basically I'm drawing is like a mirror image of the end view. So I'm coming out 15 here, taking my height across, measuring in 30 for the centre of the semicircle. I can then draw my semicircle then for the left side. Once again drawing in lightly until I figure out where it stopped at the 45-degree line. Then I can draw that part in heavy. The back of the bike shed is then attached to that. So I'm going to take my line across, and that width then is 100. Take that across heavy here. Take that straight up. And then draw the right side beside that. So same again, take my 60. Mark off my 30 as well for the centre of my semicircle. Take my 45-degree line out. Measure my 15 once again, and connecting those two together. And then I can go over heavy my semicircle where the 45-degree line hits. The key thing to put in then as well is your fold lines where the bends actually occur. And make sure I do it on the left side as well. And where the back attaches to the curved surface on the roof. The last thing I need to do now is actually draw the roof where it folds out as well. And because there's a curved surface, we divide up the portion of our circle into a number of equal parts using our 30-60 set square. So I'll just divide up the end view. You can divide up either of these as well, it doesn't make a difference. So just using my 30-60, take all my points. And making sure to label them as well. The distances from 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3 and 3 to 4 are all going to be the exact same. But the difference between the rest of them and 4 and 5 is 4 and 5 is going to be slightly shorter, so you make sure you change your distance on your compass for them 2 points. So I'll just take the distance from 0 to 1 on my compass and step it out the correct number of times. So 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then changing my last distance between 4 and 5 for the overhang is at 45 degrees. And I label them as well to make sure I have the correct number. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So I can take the fifth one across heavy and take the sides down heavy there. And then all their points are fold lines in between. And just once again showing any points and how I found them. So remembering that for the development question you always take true lengths and true shapes. So if I show, for example, this distance here in orange, you can see it's the same as this distance here and this distance here. And just to show the examiner as well when he's correcting your work, the distance between 0 and 1 in yellow there can be shown here as well. Just showing you using true lengths at all times to get true shapes. If anybody has any questions on how to do this, please message me on Teams, and I hope this video helps.